Welcome back. Let's head into Moonrise, and we'll talk to Disciple Drell and get a moon lantern, and maybe another lantern while we're there. Squishing noises from these guys. They spawn and then die when they come on screen. And let's chat with Drell here.
General Thorm's prayers and even you just excellent timing. The goblin. No. Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient.
We didn't come to clean up other people's mistakes.
Confidence is. I can see why
she parts every emotion, soaks into her mind's blood.
Yeah, we'll distract her by drawing her towards our hunger for power.
Caution. I have already. She gave me everything I wanted.
Okay, so we'll say good for you, but how do we get it?
General Thorm. That's it. Play along. The closer you
What do we need to do?
The relic is, but we have lost contact with him. Go there. The shadows around. Take one from, but don't pry.
Yeah, so she says go to Balthazar's office, but not to pry around. We're definitely going to pry around. So she gave us a key, we'll just walk right in. And you can tell we're not up to anything because we'll shut the door behind us so that they can't see us anymore. Let's take a look at what's in here. A moon lantern, that's fantastic. Kind of what we came here for. We'll grab this heart. Alright, so we're going to click on the bookshelf labeled Musty Tomes. Then we'll click on the Ancient Altar, and we'll put the heart on it that we just picked up. And that's going to open up his secret library here.
I hope this is important. For your sake.
Here we're going to pick up an elixir and always the cold brim hat. So we do encrusted with frost. Really good if we're trying to do a sort of a cold wizard build. We've got Morning Frost, the staff, and
the necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles.
We could build a cold.
But they were already imbued with
priest, or we could build a cold wizard or something.
Where did that magic come from?
We'll have Gale walk over and click on the ritual circle.
Ritual, though its power, Mystra forbids the use of such magic. She would insist the sigils be destroyed.
Yeah, so we're going to make this shadow lantern. And kind of waiting for this to... So we'll put a broken moon lantern and a dead pixie in this box. And we have created this shadow lantern. It is kind of cool, kind of thematic. We can equip it like a weapon, and it works like a simple weapon or a club. Something that we might give to, say, Shadowheart. And when you put it on, you can conjure a lantern wraith, And they're okay. So we can, it's basically another kind of undead that we can raise. Bunch of dead tadpoles.
That way.
Balthazar also has this heavy chest.
There can be no respite.
We'll lockpick
Do
that.
not rush me.
And we'll get this derivation cloak, so when we poison a foe, we heal ourselves. It's actually possible for Shadowheart to do that. She's wearing something that does poison. Not very much here can be poisoned, but if we do, we can heal when we do it.
You have my attention.
And there's all these books that kind of describe how the different factions have been turned to the Absolute. Sort of throughout here. So there's one on the gnolls, some stuff on goblins. Come out here. This door is locked, and we can get in here from another path. Now the question is that now that we have the moon lantern, do we want to just take the time here to clear the area or not? So we can pick up a tadpole from the disciple. I think we've got enough resources as well, so got 4 bardic and none. Okay, so our bards have Song of Rest, which is the unique bardic ability to give an additional short rest.
I'd hate to rest while our enemies still draw breath.
So we'll just kick that off from Shadowheart. Now she's got her bardic inspiration back.
What a day.
See what these guys are up to. Move Asterion back a little bit. Crouch down. And we'll just come smash these guys. And again, yeah, we need to get to last light. This is going to be a problem.
Your time has come.
Wonder if we can shoot him from the stairs here. Yeah, we can. We'll turn off Sharpshooter because they have really, really high armor class.
Unleash me.
Okay, so let's take a look. We've got a whole bunch of these flourish abilities and smites that we can use. So we can push, we can attack 2 enemies if they're next to each other, or we can raise our armor class by 4, but it also adds a little bit of extra damage. So let's take a look at the defensive flourish. Paladins hit really, really hard. That's kind of their thing. So in some ways, she might actually be even more front-loaded for damage than Karlach is. And I'd just like to point out that we're just using the Club of Hill Giant Strength, so we'd actually be hitting harder with bigger weapons, doing something else.
Of course.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
I I'm not loving the positioning here, and I do kind of wonder if I can't pull somebody out. Yeah, well, we got the ogre, so we'll shut the door. Go into turn-based mode. Yeah, this... I need to stop clearing this out and go and deal with last light, I think.
My victims await.
She's only got 38 hit points. So she's got a note. And yeah, I think there's something buggy, and I'm going to go to Rathwin Town, and then we're going to head up to Last Light just to stop that from happening. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not something that's supposed to be happening.
My pleasure.
There is an item in here. We'll see if...
Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
It is in this box,
Curiosity must be satisfied.
which is locked.
Who's next? Moving out. I only need a moment.
We get a ring, we get a +1 bonus to armor class while obscured. It's okay.
Direct me. May it please, Mistra.
We're not going to go through here. There's an ambush. And I don't want to get into a fight before I get whoever this is in Last Light to stop joining my combats from across the map. It is going to bug something out, I'm positive. I think we can come by here without getting the combat started. So there's an ambush in here, and there's an event here. Yeah, like we are even detecting the measles as we're running past. Neither here nor there. We don't want to deal with them right now. We want to get to Last Light so that we can try to unbug our game. I think once we get inside the inn and get past whatever is supposed to be going on, it'll
This
resolve.
place is protected. You might find allies here, or at least supplies.
So I would not ordinarily have come here yet, but I don't think we have a choice.
What light is that? A barrier to keep the shadows at bay?
You there! Who are you?
I'm Gale of Waterdeep.
Just keep your hands right. Come. Jahira!
Well, I wish that you would say hello.
Hello.
Can you explain why?
Absolutely. This is what... You should never have come here, true soul.
I'm not a true soul.
What are you doing? He's the one who saved us.
He's the one.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Plucked one of my friends out of a harpy's talons. Knows when to be discreet, too. I
So
pretty much
that would
trust
be
him with my
Merc
life.
on and probably stealing the idol.
True soul with a mind of...
The weave itself burns through my veins? I don't think so, because we're playing that we're cut off. So we'll show her the artifact.
What in the hell is that thing?
Well, we don't actually know.
Congratulations. Hear me, Harpers. I'll not pretend. Tell me. Why have you come here?
Oh, we're here on a holiday.
You're just in time for happy hour. There's food in the inn over there. Beds. Settle in.
Alright, let's get... Yeah, we can see Sylvanus' blessing popping up everywhere. Let's get in here and just see this person. Maybe they'll stop being...
Thought you'd be 10 yards. Cerys, scout. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Glad you've kept your humor. We were ambushed, out in the cursed land. They were toying with us. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... Maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
I thought you were going to Baldur's Gate.
This army of the Absolute is growing. I thought we might pass unnoticed along the fringes of this place. Escape. You can see exactly how well that went.
Well, it does sound like you made a bit of a mess of things.
Aye, I did. Or maybe you'd be missing.
Oh, I don't think so. Probably not. With any luck, that will have resolved our combat problems.
Yeah.
While we're here, we can deal with buying some stuff and fixing Karlach's heart. So, since we're here, we'll do the thing. Okay, so Karlach.
Hey, soldier.
Come on, we're heading out.
No room in your party. What should I do?
Take Shadowheart's place. And we're gonna need to... Did we already convince everybody to use tadpole powers?
Soldier.
We have not done Karlach yet. Minthara just automatically works.
Lovely to hear this.
We'll need to convince her as well. Let's let you camp though.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jahira.
She's picked a pack of harpers.
Years ago. I can't believe she wants to talk.
Yeah, she would like to work with us. That's great, other than the whole she might kill us thing.
Forthwith.
And
Let's say hi.
I don't remember if we got the alloy or not.
Carla,
Off the anvil into the...
before you run off, well, two things. Good news and bad news.
Let's take a look here and see. Do we have infernal alloy? Is that a thing we've got? I think maybe. Let's pop back to camp. Okay, infernal iron, infernal iron, infernal iron. So we must have used the infernal alloy to fix her the first time. My mistake for not planning on recruiting her. So, hadn't really thought about that. There is more infernal iron though, so we can get all the pieces. Which one are you here, Karlak?
The good news, obviously.
I
Okay.
only need. Exactly. Hang on.
Yeah, sure. But first,
Go on.
Only one way to find out.
Hey, we're gonna give her a big hug. Gale's a great guy. Sort of.
It's the least. Before you go, that I know you know I wasn't making you.
the
I get that. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point,
Hey, we'll make the inevitable
read my
inevitable.
mind.
That
Thanks,
sounds like
Dad.
something she'd say.
it's been my pleasure.
We'll follow back up with him.
Glad you and Carl. And if you find any interest, when I can sense if you find it, bring it to me.
So we'll give
So
him the
something
hellish
is already
masks we've got.
There.
And he'll turn them into bombs. We weren't going to use those anyway.
Need anything? Absolutely.
So he'll give us the flawed Helldusk armor.
Need anything? It's perfect.
But we don't have
Need
enough
anything?
to get the gauntlets, which is what we would really want. What's he got now? He's got the Darkfire shortbow. This gives you resistance to fire and cold damage. It's pretty good. Very expensive, so we're not probably going to buy it right away. Swordsmaster gloves, not so much. Thermo Dynamo axe, not so much. Chargebound warhammer, so this thing is actually not so bad, right? So it is only useful for Eldritch Knights or Warlocks. Gets +1, deals an additional d6 lightning damage, so pretty good if you happen to be with those things. He's got all the stuff we sold him as well, Bowels thing and all that. Alright, so flawed Helldust armor. If we're hit by a foe within 2 meters, it might take a d4 fire damage. Yeah, we don't need that. The flawed Helldusk helmet, get a +2 bonus to saving throws against spells and +1 to con saving throws. Pretty good. So probably keep that around for somebody. And this armor is worth more than he's got. Swamp green, muddy red. Muddy red's kind of cool looking. I think we've already got some dye though. Could throw in a couple of arrows. This thing is really, really expensive. Not sure that we've got enough other stuff to sell. This is the note from Flo. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use that. Yeah, we're not even close to affording the bow also. We surely do not need sorrow though. Twist of fortune we won't use. We're getting closer. Probably don't use those. We could do one fight of jumping up and down on people like Mario. It is funny, just not worth doing exactly. I guess I wouldn't want to play a whole build. Not good enough for our build these days. Same with the Shadow of Menzoberranzan, and it is nice to get invisibility, but 2 rounds of invisibility is not very good. You know, I should probably just suck it up and do these. Alright, so we'll get rid of that.
Here if you need any.
This is the best day.
Hey,
The
I'm
best
really,
day.
really happy
So
for you,
happy for me
Karlak.
too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle.
So, she achieved one of her personal goals, and we really like that. There we go. And while we're here, we're going to kill the Strange Ox.
On the move.
Has one of the items that we want the most in the game, the Hat of Fire Acuity.
Seek and you shall
Our
find.
only real worry here is that Damon
Well,
might accidentally do something to it. Like he might get hurt.
I got this.
Teach me never to judge an ox by its cover.
So we'll go over here and we'll pick up the Hat of Fire Acuity. When we deal fire damage, we get Arcane Acuity for 2 turns, so 2 stacks of that. Probably the best thing we can get on our Fire Sorcerer. And the Shapeshifter's Boon to help us while we are disguised. That was a super premium item that we worked extra hard to get early in the last adventure. It will be okay and used occasionally. Actually, I think Karlak is really good at opening locks.
Should do.
Heck yeah, she is.
Just when I think I've seen it all, at least it's dead.
Here we got the Rippling Force Mail. This is another item that does Force Conduit. So Force Conduit's a stacking condition that lowers damage when taking slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning. So when you're fighting things that are not throwing spells, you can become practically invulnerable with Rippling Force Mail and the Halberd that does it, and there's a shield that does it as well. So you can really rack up a lot of Force Conduit rounds pretty quickly.
Got it.
And while we're running around, I really feel like I'm taking too many chances with this owlbear. It's going to jump and smash something and start a combat if I'm not careful.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I brought enough to see us through.
Let's see what Quartermaster Tally's got. Oil of Combustion's pretty good. We've got only one already. Elixir of Viciousness is excellent on Minthara, especially. Grab Potion of Speed. Don't need an Arrow of Beast Slaying. Monstrosity Slaying. No thank you. Scrolls of Fireball, maybe. Dagger +2, no thank you. Incandescent Staff, so ranged spell attack. It's basically Melf's staff, but it does a fireball. So it's better than what we're wearing. I don't know if it's 39 or 3100 better. Probably not. Pale pink, sage green, light blue, black and white, green, ocean orange, black and summer green, baby blue. So she's got the Cloak of Protection. We want to pick that up. We're going to pick up the Shield of Devotion. This gives Gale infinite spells and infinite spell points if we want to do that. I'll show you how in a second. So we probably were not going to do it, but it's interesting to know that you can. One-tie scale mail, maybe. Might pick that up. Mighty Cloth, probably not interested in that. Amiel the Harper is really good and super cheap. So we'll pick that up. I got a portrait. We've got way more items that we might use than we have. I don't think we're going to do the Force Conduit build. I really don't. Yeah, I don't see us doing that. So here are two of them, right? So this one is if we deal melee damage, we get 2 turns of Force Conduit, right? So for our Paladin, for instance, if we hit twice, we'd get up to 4. If we took a couple more hits, we'd have like 5 or 6 points of Force Conduit. So we're reducing all damage that's coming in by that much. It's pretty good, but I think we'll just swap out of that. It's a lot of weight for a maybe kind of a build.
Take care now.
All right, so how does that infinite spell point thing work? Let's take a look. So if we put the Shield of Devotion on, we get an extra spell point. Let's use it to and this will be easier to see. I'll run all the way out. So let's see here. Create sorcery points. Level 1. And suddenly we have another point again. And we have another point again. So we can create as many sorcery points as we want before we get bored. And then if we wanted to create another level 4 slot, we would be able to go in and say, I would like a level 4 slot, please. And so on and so forth. So we could fill up our entire bar. We could have 100 sorcery points. And yeah, it's super broken. So not recommended unless you're really trying to cheese your way through the playthrough. And that's not my goal for this playthrough. So we won't be doing that. But we bought it, and depending, if I'm in a situation where it will be inconvenient to go rest or something, I might use it just to get through that. So, I like to have options even if I don't plan on using them. Grab this potion and this one.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
And I think we will stop here and we'll talk to Mattis and get the key. We'll talk to Maul, maybe talk to Barkus, and then we'll head off back to Rethwin Town in the next video. As always, thank you so very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.